Okay, I think this is where I'm supposed to be. This looks a little bit more secure, possibly. Man, check out these monitors. Gotta have some of those at the camp. Those are nice.
War. War never changes.
Do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. It's a good thing I love killing chumps.
I think I'll buy a new gun with my next cut.
Got Hellcat mercenaries here? Oh, that's right. They were helping Dr. Blackburn. Alright. Guess we've got a new challenger to the plate.
Ah, stepped in mole rat shit.
You're not gonna say anything more. But I heard another voice in here. Where's your friend?
The merc life is the good life.
Right through here. Right. How many are you in here? Got two
This
so
sure is
far.
better than
3.
dealing with the fanatics at the pit.
Where were they going?
What
If I
the hell are they doing with all those people? Guess it don't matter as long as I'm getting paid.
I can't move!
Where are you? Here you are. Oh, shoot.
Face me, coward! Oh, shit!
Still got one more. There she goes. Oh, shoot. Okay, eye patch. There you go. Nice. Should be all of them.
No need for that tone. I have not run away thus far, have I?
Is that Dr. Blackburn?
Shin, let's catch up with our vanguard.
Oh, thank goodness. Wait, where are you guys going? You guys okay? You good now? In formation? Everything fine? Fantastic. Let's talk.
Everything under control, Initiate?
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. There were some more Hellcat mercenaries guarding the place. They weren't interested in talking. Nothing to worry about. The mercenaries aren't much of a challenge. All hostiles down. That's not true. Let's say the first one.
The Hellcats were likely here to protect Blackburn's associates from the super mutants above.
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter.
Let's not waste any more time. Anything you tell us about your associates that might help. How do we know you're not leading us into a trap? Right. Still don't trust you, Blackburn. You're up to something.
Paranoia ill suits you. I have complied with your every demand.
And that is precisely what is so concerning.
Anything else you might want to tell us about your associates?
Dr. Farhar is nominally the head of their group, Headstrong, an old university colleague. Dr. Jane was a junior scientist at Westtech, brilliant but easily led. He shared my disgust at the Huntersville mistake. Nellie Wright, on the other hand, is Dr. Farhar's pet project, an adoptee of sorts. Very talented, despite her lack of formal schooling.
All right. Let's not waste any more time.
Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Sure. He doesn't have any weapons, right? All right. I am scarce for ammo, as usual. You would think the Brotherhood would let me tap into their supplies? Oh, what's this?
Edgar. Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secured. You can't get to us. We will finish our work.
Yeah, we're here to put a stop to your insanity. You can't possibly release the FEV onto the population again. You know what it did last time. Why on earth would you do this?
Why? Because it's the frontier of science? It's the next step in our self-guided evolution as a species. Why wouldn't we do this?
I don't know. Evolution should probably just happen naturally. I need to ask you something about something else? No. You can't really believe the FEV is going to fix humanity's problems. Because it's wrong. You kidnapped people, tortured them, and killed them.
Wrong? Who says? What does morality have to do with any of this?
Morality
Some
has
people got
everything to
hurt.
do with
That's
this.
nothing compared to what we'll accomplish.
There was no other way. Dr. Blackburn was right. If we stop now, all that pain we caused will have been meaningless.
Can't really believe the FEV is going to fix humanity's
All
problems.
of them? No. Humans are broken in so many ways we can't fix, but we can keep them from dying from radiation or getting sick because the water's poisoned. We can make it so they don't have to be afraid of the world around them anymore.
By making them infertile super mutants. Yeah,
Intellectual curiosity is good for you.
sure. You can't possibly release the FEV onto the population again. You know what this did last time.
This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time.
But you haven't tested it, how could you know? Can't believe what I'm hearing. Okay. So you're just gonna repeat the Huntersville all over again. Have you actually had any success? All I've seen are monstrosities and corpses.
Well, no. Not as such, but...
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
Okay. You're just gonna do the Huntersville thing all over again.
Of course not. What West Tech did was a terrible mistake. An affront to science. They didn't care who they hurt. And they did it just to see what happened. We're trying to help people. This will make people safe again.
Dr. Jane is enthusiastic, but it's true. We are not doing this just to satisfy our curiosity.
We're advancing science itself. The cost doesn't matter. No offense to Dr. Jane, but West Tech wasn't doing science. They were only burning ants with a magnifying glass by comparison.
These people are nuts. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Let me ask you something else.
I'm sure you'll understand how important this is if you take the time. Ask away.
I mean, at least they're being patient, but still. There's nothing more to ask. We're here to put a stop to your insanity.
We can't let that happen. Come no further.
Or else what? You're stuck in a bubble. Oh, what just happened? Oh, I see. You're only delaying things. We know tech. We'll get the door open if you force us. Be reasonable. This doesn't have to get messy. I'm sure some explosives can handle that problem. What? You're just gonna Barricade yourselves in and hope we go away? Let's do this the intelligent way. You're just delaying things.
I have heard about that aspect of your cult.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please. Let him go, or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties.
Is this some kind of joke?
It is no joke at all. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
So stop it.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You will have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them.
I don't like this, but I don't see any other choice. No way, I'm not letting you just waltz in there alone. You can't expect us to trust you. You said any price is worth your goal. Why help us now? You said any price is worth your goal.
Perhaps in the end, I am more willing to sacrifice the lives of strangers than friends and colleagues. I do not wish them to be harmed. My hypocrisy in this is only human.
For once, I agree with Shin. No way I'm gonna let you in there alone.
Then you are free to enjoy the view as my colleagues distribute our creation among the populace.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be just as catastrophic.
Yeah,
Dr.
maybe.
Farha, please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave,
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
Yeah, I don't really agree either. Would I have had another option? There he goes. The camera's tracking him very poorly. Now what?
now that that is over with, Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success.
I knew it.
I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
This wasn't the deal, Blackburn.
I am sorry, but this must happen. You will see, and then there will be no more debate.
Edgar, please,
Is he testing on himself?
let's talk about this.
Sounds like it.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tag.
This should be interesting.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Yeah.
Now is not the time. We've got to find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
He went this way. Oh, shoot. Computer. Door. Ah. Computer. Button. Who's got the button? What is this? I don't think that's a way in. Is it? Drop through the hatch? This must be the way in. Oh.
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
Initiate procedure.
Oh, no.
Section.
This can't be good.
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right!
What's this?
Yeah.
No,
Something tells me
What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
something tells me this is bad. Oh, he's a behemoth. He just fart? Yes.
No! You cannot defeat me!
So, yeah, Dr. Blackburn. I think we need this.
I will kill you! Kill you!
Oh no!
Silence! I will kill you! You cannot defeat me!
Oh shoot! I'm just running out of ammo.
Uncontrollable rage!
I've got no other choice. I've got to use the Gatling. I just have to. Oh no no!
You look very tasty now.
Yeah, see, you're totally messed up, dude.
No!
You're totally messed up in the head, man.
I will kill you! You cannot defeat me!
No no no!
I am!
No no no, dude! Oh god, oh god!
I will fix this, but first, you die! No!
Oh god! Oh god!
You forced my hand
Oh god!
too soon.
Oh god, no!
Kill you! I will grind you into a paste!
Come on, we got this. We can do this. Get away! Get away! Get away! Holy jeez! No! No! No!
I know!
No!
I will fix this!
Oh god!
You die!
Come on, you're gonna die. You're going down.
Cannot defeat me!
You're going down, dude. Yes! Holy moly. Well, this stuff is all mine now.
This
Suppressed gauze rifle?
When we let people play God. This proves
Taking your glasses.
the need for our brotherhood. The need for our justice.
The scientists are still locked upstairs. Let's see what they have to say for themselves.
I don't know what they have to say for themselves. Let's go find out.
Edgar, I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready.
And you're never gonna be.
I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production.
I thought you didn't know it.
The virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can.
You guys are in big trouble, though. Will you let us in if I say pretty please?
I will not freely hand over our lives. This is all I can do to resist. Please leave.
We'll find another way in then.
Do what you will.
I wouldn't put it past them to have rigged this exit with traps. There must be a password.
We shouldn't waste time searching. If you know how to brute force a terminal, now would be the time.
Where's the terminal? Oh, here. Brute force it. Alright, that means hack it. Let's see if we can find those codes. To put it one way.
Do you really think they've stopped production?
Hell
This
no.
whole sob story sounds like a trap.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on your guard.
It's funny how Shin's walking backwards. He's got our 6, I guess. Oh, here we are. Hello there. Now what do you have to say for yourself?
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do, please. Spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us?
Put you in a place where we can keep an eye on you. We're still deciding what to do with you. Science is the way forward, but how? Kidnapping, human experimentation, creation of giant bloodthirsty mutants sounds pretty evil to me.
Well put. The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others, and of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
And that's kind of what I was hoping to get at.
And I will.
Night,
Is this
Shin.
still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too.
Guy needs to be put
When
on a
will you
leash.
put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. To safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
Right. It's the Brotherhood way.
Wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.
Please, stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
Yes. Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet?
Haven't had a chance to.
Surely you have an opinion on this matter.
I agree with Paladin and Romani. I don't like you guys. I don't trust you guys. I'll give you permission to call Shin Buttstick. But, I also agree with the fact that your intelligence, your knowledge could prove useful if under supervision and behind bars. I'm not sure yet. I'd like to talk it over with everyone first. There may be a value to letting you work with the Brotherhood. Your crimes against humanity shouldn't be forgiven so easily. This is the fork in the road. This just prolongs things. I'm gonna say this. Let's let him work with the Brotherhood.
Scribe Valdez was appalled to find out that people were being turned into super mutants. You'd really like to burden her with supervising the sociopaths who were behind it?
Don't be so quick to jump to conclusions. As Dr. Jane said, there is more to our story, if you'd be willing to hear it. Let's pause and open the floor for conversation, shall we?
Make it quick, Initiate. Shouldn't take long to see through their lies.
This is true. All right, you first.
I urge you to reconsider. This was never meant to come to violence.
Do you consider kidnapping and human experimentation to be violence?
I never intended to hurt anyone. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told us they were volunteers. It was only later that... But by then... Please understand, we were so close. It could have ended any day. And everything we did was for the greater good. We must carry forward what we learned, or all that sacrifice will have been for nothing.
So they were lied to, and by the time they found out, it was already too late, is what you're getting at? What do you intend to do to work on if I let you live?
Dr. Farha may disagree, but I'd like to finish the FEV formula.
Why?
We can implement new safety measures. Animal experiments only. Thorough waste disposal. We were so close to improving the human race as we know it. The world has changed, my friend. How are we to survive if we don't change with it?
I don't know, things sound a little sketchy there with the FEV virus. Can you tell me more about your colleagues?
They are good people. Dr. Farah is quite strict, but it's because she cares. About Nellie particularly. The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into this world.
Sure.
And
I'll keep an open mind.
Blackburn, well, the world has lost a visionary intellect. It's a shame.
Guy was nuts.
Tragedy.
All right, that's it from you.
Please don't let this work go to waste.
You seem to be the second in command here, so let's talk to you, Nellie Wright.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arms." Is that true?
Not quite. Not quite. It's ad victorum, civilian. Now hand over your arms.
Oh, wow. That's scary. You really made my heart skip a beat.
Right.
I don't have any arms. Well, unless you mean human arms, because I've got 2 of those, but they're mine. You can't have them.
Can you tell me about this FEV project?
Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models, but the models were wrong. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. I can make it work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. Let us do this. Let us change the world.
I'm all for science, but the way you guys were doing this was all wrong. I mean, are you expecting to turn more people into super mutants?
What about them?
Well, don't you feel bad? These were innocent people. Now they're mutated beasts.
Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right?
I mean, I don't know if I can argue that. Is it worse than being human? I mean, they can't procreate, first of all. Also, they were turned against their will into a mutant, which was probably not the desired outcome of the FEV, so yeah, maybe it is worse. They're also dumber, more violent. I mean, come on. These people had no choice in the matter. You kidnapped them.
To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse.
I don't know about that. I think you're a sociopath.
Oh, are you a licensed medical professional?
Maybe.
Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met.
Only if I do it out loud. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, I guess.
What do you think about your colleagues?
Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. She's always asking, are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know until you try. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscalculated.
Alright, enough from you.
You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments into 60 more years.
I don't know. You sound like the person I'd probably kill first. Alright, Dr. Farah.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision?
I'll be making the decision here. What do you plan on working on if I let you live?
We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a formula to increase muscle bulk, or to repel radiation. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they have created.
It's called
and
Radaway.
improve upon it.
And Radex. What are your thoughts on the FEV experiment?
It went too far.
It did.
And quite frankly, I regret bringing the others onto this project. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Nellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed, in the hopes that my objections could save even one innocent person from being experimented on.
Alright. I'm surprised to hear you weren't on board with the human experimentation. You didn't mention that earlier. Excuses and cowardice. You could have stopped this, instead you rationalizing your helplessness? Oh boy, this could be true, but this is kind of speculation. I mean, this kind of leads onto what she didn't mention before, which is kind of true, so let's say that.
There was no one interested in listening. I had to talk your superiors down first. The Brotherhood are a passionate sort, aren't they?
Depends on who you're talking to. How do you know the other scientists?
Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. They didn't know each other at the time. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps, as wasteland survivors do. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers, so I took her in, taught her what I know.
Okay, kind of you. I think we're ready to process with a decision.
And what has your organization decided?
Paladin Romani's right. You should come to Fort Atlas and work under our supervision.
That's a relief. I assure you that you'll have our cooperation.
So that's it then. You and Romani would repeat the mistakes of the past and use these criminals to build more weapons of destruction. To send the world further down the path of chaos for your own gain. All while wearing the Brotherhood insignia on your chest.
Keep talking, Shin. You're gonna get kicked out.
The Brotherhood's mission has always been to use the power of science to guide us to a better world. Rather than murder great minds, we will shape them into people who will serve that mission. And we will do it without barbarians like you.
On that point, we agree. I refuse to serve an illegitimate branch of a principled institution. The Elders need to know about our failures. All of them. It will be my honor to give that report in person.
I can't let you do that? Attack Shin? Ooh, that's kind of like, that'd be awesome, but let's see what other choices we have. You're really going to travel all the way back to California by yourself? You don't have to do this. Smell you later, Shin. Hope you get eaten by a deathclaw on the way there. Now this is kind of letting him go. I don't know what repercussions we could have of that. I also could just stop him. Brute force. Let's see. You're really gonna travel back to California by yourself?
My best initiates will be coming with me.
No, they will not.
The ones I can trust.
Nope.
Take them. There are plenty more willing recruits out there who would rather extend a helping hand than a killing blow.
Hold on, Paladin.
You mean who'd rather cower behind the guise of altruism than take responsibility and make things right? It doesn't matter. Do as you will, Romani. The Elders will judge the outcome. Goodbye.
Can I attack him now?
We are grateful.
Can I attack him now?
The work we do next could
Dang
still
it.
change the world.
You go on ahead. I'll bring the scientists back to Fort Atlas, then we can discuss everything that's happened.
Right. I'm gonna go after Shin. Where'd he go? Get back here!